My name is Amina. I'm 26 years old. I grew up in a small town with big dreams. For 5 years, I worked 2 jobs, day and night. I saved every dollar with one goal: to open my own beauty salon. I believed in myself. And more than that, I believed in love. That's when I met Amir. He was charming, polite, always smiling. He told me, "You're special, Amina. I want a future with you." No one had ever made me feel that way. We spent time together, coffee shops, walks in the park, long phone calls at night. He listened to my dreams and said, "Let me help you. We can do this together." I trusted him. I told him about my savings, every dollar I had earned with sweat and sacrifice. One evening, he held my hand and said, "Let me invest it for you. I know people. I can double it. In 6 months, you'll open a big salon." I hesitated. He looked into my eyes and whispered, "Amina, don't you trust me?" I said yes. I gave him the money. The next day, he didn't text. The day after that, his phone was off. By the third day, his number didn't work. I went to his apartment. It was empty. He was gone. And so was my $100,000. I couldn't breathe. My heart broke into pieces. I went to the police. I told them everything. The officer sighed and said, "If there's no contract, no proof, it's not a crime. It's just betrayal." Betrayal. That word destroyed me. My friends blamed me. They said I was careless. I stopped talking. I stopped smiling. I stopped trusting. I had no money, no dream, no strength, but deep inside, a voice whispered, "Stand up, Amina. Don't let him win." So I started again. I found a small part-time job in a bakery. The pay was low, but I saved every coin. No new clothes, no outings, just survival. One night, I searched his name again, and there he was. A new profile, a new city, a new girl. Same smile. This time, I didn't cry. I took screenshots. I wrote dates, messages, transfers, everything. I went back to the police. This time, they listened. One officer said something that shocked me. "You're not the only one." There were other women, different cities, same story. I wasn't alone. I spoke to one of them, Isla. We cried together. We healed together. And then we decided, if this happened to us, we would warn others. We created a small page online called "Be Careful, Sister." We shared our stories. We taught girls how to stay safe. Messages started coming in. "Your story saved me." I thought I was stupid. Now I understand. My pain became my purpose. 1 year passed. I was stronger, wiser, still healing. One night, I looked at myself and said, "You loved." That was not a mistake. That was beautiful. I wrote a letter to myself. You lost money, but you found yourself. You are not weak. You are brave. Today, my story is not about loss. It's about power. He took my money, but he gave me a voice. And this is not the end of my story. It's just the beginning. I couldn't sleep that night. My heart was broken, my mind full of questions. Where did he go? Why did he lie to me? Was any of it real? I sat on my cold bed holding a small box. Inside were my receipts, my savings plan, my dreams. Now the money was gone, and so was the future I had imagined. The next morning, I went to the police station. I told them everything. I trusted him. I loved him. I gave him my life savings. The officer looked tired. He sighed and said, "If there's no contract, no proof, it's difficult." Difficult. That word crushed me. I walked home slowly, ashamed and confused. My friends didn't understand. They said I should have been careful. They said maybe I wanted too much, too fast. So I stopped talking. I stopped smiling. I stopped believing in people. Each day felt heavier than the last. I had no money, no dream, no trust. I was alone. But deep inside, a quiet voice whispered, "Stand up, Amina. Don't let him win." And in that moment, I decided, I will not give up. I didn't have much left, just a small rented room and a broken heart. But pain makes people strong. I found a part-time job in a bakery. The pay was small, but I worked honestly. Every morning, the smell of fresh bread gave me comfort. I saved every coin. I made tea at home. I didn't buy new clothes. I was building myself again, slowly. One night after work, I searched his name again, and there he was. A new profile. A different city. The same smile. He had posted a photo with another girl. The caption said, "My everything." My hands shook. But this time, I didn't cry. I took screenshots. Then more screenshots. I opened a notebook and wrote everything I remembered. Dates, places, messages, bank transfers, lies. I went back to the police. This time, I had proof. The officer listened carefully. Then he said something that shocked me. "You're not the only one. There were other women, different cities, same story." I felt sad, but also strong. I wasn't alone anymore. The police gave me the number of one woman. Her name was Isla. When I called her, she was crying. She said the same words he said to me. "I'm special. I love you. I want a future." We cried together. Strangers connected by the same pain. Days passed. Isla and I started talking every day. We shared our stories, our fears, our dreams. One day, she said, "Let's help other girls." That idea changed everything. We created a small online page. We called it "Be Careful, Sister." We shared our stories. We warned other women. We taught them how to stay safe. Soon, messages started coming in. "Your story saved me." I almost gave money to a man like that. I thought I was stupid. Now I know I'm not alone. For the first time in months, I smiled. My pain became my purpose. 1 year passed. I was not the same girl anymore. I was stronger, wiser, still healing. One night, I looked at myself in the mirror and said, "It was not your fault. You loved." That was beautiful. I wrote a letter to myself. You lost money, but you found yourself. You are not weak. You are brave. Today, my story is not about loss. It's about strength. He took my money, but he gave me a voice. And this is not the end of my story. It's just the beginning.